Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast of District 4 Championship Basketball in the 2A classification. It's the visiting WF West Bearcats taking on the home team, the Columbia River Rapids, on a neutral court site here at Kelso High School. Good to have you with us, Nick Sisson, on behalf of N2 Media. Special guest commentator tonight, Kevin White, helping out with some Columbia River knowledge. We're excited to have him. Kevin, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, right back at you. Again, fans, District Championship here tonight, and we are back on the multi-stream here on N2 Media, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or as they call it now, X. All the kids like that a lot. They have introductions going on right now here on the court.
All that fun new social media stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I know when I was down on the court a little bit earlier, I haven't seen too much of WF West, but they got some height down there.
A lot of size, led by number 44, Julia Dalen, the final starter to be introduced for the Bearcats, a 6'3" junior. A lot of youth as well, Kevin, on the WF West Bearcats. Only a couple of seniors on the roster. And the Columbia River Rapids, the champions from the Greater St. Helens League, here on our left.
A lot of experience on that field, too. A lot of soccer players, too. A lot of speed.
A lot of championship knowledge there.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with the coach coming in from D2.
Officials for this evening contest, Jay Grader, Rex Ashmore, and Matthew Kalapa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise with that band?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, introductions have been made. National anthem has been played. We are just about set for tip-off here in this District 4 2A Girls Championship matchup. Both teams already on to the regional round. WF West figuratively has a top 5 seed probably on the line here in this one. With a victory, it's going to be hard to deny them. And probably the prohibitive number 1, and then Linden the prohibitive number 2. Beyond that, depends on what you value, Kevin. The RPI committee always has different metrics for different sports and different classifications, but WF West, a very talented team with only 2 losses on the season.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That RPI mark is a tough one to figure out sometimes, so it doesn't make sense sometimes, and other times it does.
Dalen swats it forward and immediately into the front court. The Bearcats start moving it around. Ball fake Deskins, and she travels before putting it on the deck. Turnover Bearcats on the opening possession. WF West, coached by Kyle Karnofsky, had a chance to talk with Coach Karnofsky before the start of this one, and was excited for his team. They did everything to mimic coming back here and playing in this exact game, all the way down to the jerseys. Kyle is 0-3 coaching in district championship games, looking to crack the seal here. A drive denied.
Big block.
Coming the other way, down the middle, Fragner. Fragner has it stolen right back. Dukes gets her hands on it. Myers controls. And now talented sophomore Gracie Glavin Skips it up ahead across the timeline, drive into the paint, and the right foot out. Kevin with some experience calling soccer. What would you grade that kick there?
Yeah.
So,
That's like a goalie grade at that point. It was still too close. She's looking forward to picking that back up tonight and getting this team a win.
a lot of talented young players in the Greater St. Helens League, and Marley Myers and Gracie Glavin amongst those. Look at Kennedy Bockert from Woodland.
They definitely, sorry.
You're good.
They definitely run off and feed off of the energy, though. Once one of those started making the three, the rest of them kind of started falling. So.
Drive inside, handoff rotation. Glavin fires up a triple. It rolls off. Dalen with the board.
Good shot, good look.
Obviously, it's super cliche to say whoever knocks down shots is probably going to have a chance to win, but it's going to be tough sledding for River to get inside as the Bearcats move it around. Jump stop 2, no good from Fragner. Offensive board, Dalen, and the putback no good. Dalen
good
taps, but
there.
Controlled. Very good defense. And
it's hard to control that 6'3".
Yeah, if River's going to get a win here in this one, they are going to have to rebound on the first missed shot. Can't allow Julia Dalen to get second chance, potentially third chance opportunities. Good entry, good kick. Another 3 far side missed. Glavin rebound, foul called. She'll head to the line for 2.
Big rebound there.
First free throw good for Glavin. Second free throw also good.
She's got a pretty shot, I tell you. Been watching her the last couple games, and not too bad of a shot there.
2-0, Rapids on top. Bennett hands off. Now Beck circles, hesitates, spins off of Glavin. Deskin still with her dribble, skips it far side. Fragner puts it on the deck, drives, goes up strong, misses the shot. Dalen grabs the ball, and Iniguez taps it away, but it's controlled by Bennett.
They got to look back in. They got to switch off down there. She's going to have a big advantage.
Drive at a kick, a 3 by Fragner, a little long rebound. Excellent job there by Cammie Drake to box out and secure the board. River playing a good defensive game here so far, 2.5 minutes in, and they lead 2-0. Iniguez moves it out, open shot, Myers passes it up. Turnaround Jay from the foul line, Iniguez no. Rebound Deskins. Bennett pushes it up across. Long pass to the corner. Entry down low. This is what you want if you're the Bearcats.
Big rebound by Drake.
Yeah, close look there.
Duke, sorry.
Myers goes to the foul line. Iniguez gets around Dalen. Shot altered, though, by Julia. Player hits the deck. That's Glavin. Bennett secures the board. Looking to push the pace. Again, long pass up ahead. Corner. Beck for 3. Rattles out. Dalen secures and is fouled on the catch.
Got her on the arm. Marley. Out of bounds underneath there after Marley's foul.
Bennett to inbound. Gets it into Dalen. Now the pass stolen away. Drake stops her momentum, goes up off the glass. It's a 4-0 lead, and 3.5 minutes in, WF West still searching for their first basket. Not a lot of River fans in attendance, but they're making a lot of noise. You figure that the gym would be packed with River fans here, Kevin, considering both teams are going to be playing here in the championship game today.
Yeah, I think most of them are on the player's side, so you can't hear the loudness. It's ricocheting off the other side.
3 shot no good by Fragner.
Good board by Marley, staying with it.
Rapids are doing a great job defensively here to start the ball game. Iniguez working against Dalen. Sidesteps, throws it up with the left, no good, and we're going to have a held ball. Bennett getting in there. Yep. Substitutions here, Grace Simpson coming in and Joy Cushman, Carly Deskins and Fragner checking out. Cushman, another one of Kyle Karnofsky's talented freshmen. Inbound, Aniga's wide open. Three's airballed. She's probably too wide open there, Kevin. Ball out of bounds.
Exactly. They started this way last time. All the long shots first.
Initially, it was said it was going to be Columbia River basketball, but the official overrides the call. And WF West needs to get something going. Roger in the comment section says River doesn't travel well. Ooh, yikes.
It's probably been a couple of years since they've been back up here. Did this consistently anyway. So it's been tough.
Cushman moves it far side. Bennett. Hesitation, drives baseline under the basket, kicks. Beck for three, badly needed. Yes.
Great rotation.
Dylan Beck, cash, money, 4-3. Bearcats on the board. Ball loose in the backcourt, picked up. River moves it across the timeline. Three by Glavin. No. Julian Dalen rebounds it with the left hand. I kind of mixed the letters together there. That was like a wedding singer reference. What a scoop shot, just missed by Beck. Offensive board, put back Dalen. Just like that, it's a 5-0 run. And the Bearcats lead it 5-4. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Defensive battle, and now we got a hand in the passing lane. Beck with it. Beck shielded off beautifully by Cushman. Timeout, River.
Quick hands. A lot of pressure right now on the defense.
Dylan Beck, the freshman, with 5 points here. A 7-0 run. 2:22 to go, first quarter. Fans, just get ready for the action here tonight. This is just game number one, quarter number one of District Championship Friday night action. Of course, for your viewing pleasure, right in front of you here, WF West taking on Columbia River. Both teams with great seasons so far. Then the nightcap, Columbia River boys will be taking on the Mark Morris Monarchs, located right here in Longview. This is technically Kelso, but still, you know.
Hometown for them.
Yep.
For sure. No, it's going to be a lot of running for River. Both boys and girls love running. A lot of fast pace.
Well, it's fitting that you mentioned running there because that's what WF West was able to do over the last 60 seconds was get up and down the court quickly. And, you know, when they're able to execute like that, it's really, really tough to key on one element, Kevin, because they got the big and 6'3" Julia Dalen down low, and you got the presence of Beck, who's able to step out and hit the long-range shot and then also get into the passing lane and generate the transition opportunities. River's going to have to really protect the ball.
Big block. Ooh.
You know, initially that was good hands on Dukes with the left hand, but
couldn't pull it out quick enough.
Her body just kind of stayed in the way, and it's going to pick up a blocking foul.
Yeah, she couldn't pull her hand back fast enough, otherwise she probably would have had that.
Freshman Caitlin Klopek into the ball game for WF West.
Kind of going back to your comment earlier, definitely having Julia underneath makes it a lot easier, a lot more ability for those guards to press. Makes it a lot easier to get out and run.
Iniguez draws two defenders, kicks to the top of the circle. Marley Myers ties it up at 7.
Good look, but I was going to do the same thing you did, combine letters, but Emma, it was a good look by Emma, getting it out there, Marley. Oh, good help.
Good shot down low, just didn't go. Hands up, ball deflected, and loose, and still loose, and now we got a dog pile. And it's going to be a held ball.
Amanda coming back in for WF West.
Possession arrow favoring the Bearcats here.
Dylan's getting the seat. Yep.
Bennett will bring it across here, a minute to go, opening quarter. Double screen set up top. None of them get contact there on Myers. Way deep, Cushman.
Holy smokes. That was the NBA. That looked good, though.
Lillard range there.
Yeah. Good
But,
shot.
yeah, she's got a good stroke, so, you know. Oh, nice play, Klopek. Outlet up ahead. Gather, layup, good. Transition bucket again, 9-7. That's Joy Cushman's first points of the game. So 7 of the 9 points for WF West belonging to freshman players. Good sign if you're the Bearcats for years to come. Nice action here on the give and go.
There it is.
Tough shot by Myers. 9 apiece now.
Good give and go action. Absolutely.
Little bump there beyond half court, no call. Bennett dribbles to the right, had a double team look at her, and now Cushman goes back to Bennett. Bennett fires up the triple! Just in front of the buzzer. Big shot there by Amanda Bennett.
Beautiful movement, beautiful shot. Way to finish.
12-9, Bearcats on top here. We'll go check in on the Columbia River huddle here in between the first and second periods. Again, fans, Nick Sisson here on the right side. Kevin White over there on the left side. Kevin nice enough to volunteer his services here tonight to help make this a little bit more pleasant. I always like back and forth commentary and exchange, rubbing ideas off of one another. And it's a pleasure to have you with us again, Kevin. Thank you so much for volunteering your services.
Absolutely. No, I enjoy the sports. I enjoy the games. Got to give the little kudos to Pet Bands being out here, too. My son's over there playing, so figured I'd at least help out.
Absolutely.
Hey, for the first quarter there, Marley for River has 5, leading the way for them. Peyton and Gracie both with 2. But Julia and Dylan both with 5, leading for WF West there, first quarter.
It'll be Columbia River basketball to start the second quarter. Again, River wearing the home whites. The Bearcats wearing the road blacks with the lead by 3 as we begin the second quarter of action.
Yeah, Paige came in for Marley to start the second quarter here for River.
Reach in, ball tapped away and out of bounds. It'll stay here, side out River. Bennett with her hands on the ball. She was active there towards the end of the first quarter and active already here at the start of the second. Nice position there on the near block. Open in the corner. Now dribbling out, finding a shooter. Iniguez at the foul line. No, Dalen grabs it initially. Controlled by Fragner, who's entered back into the game. Now up the court.
Big mismatch underneath. There we go.
That pass just thrown.
Way to get the hands in there.
Yeah, the anticipation was there from Dalen that her teammate was going to be occupying that spot, but Glavin in good position there.
Well, it took 3 of them to get down there and get underneath.
It's probably not a wrong decision to triple team Dalen down low. Shot from the side, no good. Offensive rebound battled for, and now a scrap. Bennett tough. And she's going to get possession back for the Bearcats on a held ball. 7:03 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough physical game. I can see it. They got to match up, and make that happen if they're going to compete tonight. Oh, they got to see her down underneath there. She was wide open to that screen.
Little 2-3 zone being played here, and
trying to change it up a little.
Klopek from the corner. Her 3 is short air ball, but it lands in the lap of Dalen. Now a 3 by Fragner, short. Dalen and Bennett in there. Bennett comes away with another offensive rebound. Dalen flashes.
Good look.
Yeah, good find. Dalen now with 4. Deskins with the dime. 14-9. Bearcats with the advantage. River's been able to generate some quality looks so far here, Kevin. Good ball movement. Working that high post entry all throughout the first half so far. Nice pass down low, and Iniguez goes up, misses the shot, but she'll head to the line and get some dap there from Paige Johnson. Johnson, another one of those really special athletes that has excelled at a few different sports down at Columbia River. Roger, thank you so much for being a part of the comment section, and I appreciate the feedback. Says the feed's looking good tonight. Can't wait for the Mark Morris win to keep the Longview train mowing down the competition, watching on a weekend trip while in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you so much, Roger, for being with us. Fans, type into the live stream comment section where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, favorite color, thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams. 14-11 after 2 Iniguez free throws. Lead cut down to 3. Nice venue here at Kelso High School. I love being here.
It's great.
It's not just because I graduated here.
Hey, that's all right if it is. It's a good thing.
Ball poked loose and on the floor, picked up though. Deskins goes to the corner. Simpson takes her time, steps into a 3. It's no good. Over the back and out of bounds there is Glavin with the ball as she flew in and hit the deck. Gets up okay though. Far side 3 up and off. Ball tapped, controlled by Johnson. Johnson pirouettes, and she's bumped. Foul is going to be called. It looks like they got Lena Fragner on the foul, and that's going to be her first personal. It's the second Bearcat team foul. 5:30 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, I keep changing the rules, and I keep forgetting that every quarter with the women's ladies' games changes, resets and stuff.
It's a pathetic rule. Should be 1-and-1 free throws. Foul line J, Iniguez, no.
Hasn't found that mark yet. She's going to keep shooting, though. Good pressure.
Backcourt turnover. Deskins and Johnson battling for the ball, and it's off of Deskins.
Good sportsmanship, helping everybody up there.
Johnson's definitely one of those tenacious spark plugs for Columbia River off the bench.
She did. She had a great game the other night, coming in off the bench and definitely energizing that defensive presence there.
High screen, pass off that action, and Iniguez moves it out quickly. 3 at the top of the circle! Splash!
Dukes for 3. Puts her at 5 for the game so far.
Tied up at 14. It's a 5-0 Columbia River run. Beck might have traveled. Crowd definitely wants one, but the shot's missed.
Good rebound by Gracie there.
Dukes enters it to the foul line. This has been a good game plan here so far. Iniguez steps back behind the line. No good. And the rebound attempt unsuccessful by Cammie Drake. Bearcat possession, 4:18 to go, and Joy Cushman is going to re-enter the game, and Deskins will check out. I think the factor in the game so far has been how Columbia River has been able to kind of minimize Julia Dalen. She's averaging about 26 per game, Kevin, and off of her average at this point, but still a lot of game left. Drive into the paint. Wow. Grace Simpson with a tough shot in traffic. And it's a timeout, Kyle Karnofsky of WF West, as they reclaim the lead. 16-14, 3:59 to go.
That was a semi-floater over there. Looks good.
Yeah, that's tough. Aaron says great rule, exclamation point. Aaron, at the next level in college, do they shoot 1-and-1 free throws, or do they shoot 2 based on 5 fouls? No. Well, I guess the argument for that is they don't play quarters in college basketball, but still, 1-and-1 free throws is where the pressure's at, Kevin. I mean,
well, true.
I mean, from a coaching standpoint, I mean, they're trying to say it's keeping players safer, right? Because of the frantic play on the missed free throw. Well, they shoot 2 free throws, right? So that frantic play occurs on the second free throw. It does, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of an and one as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
So
in the men's, so I call for Clark a little bit too, and they're doing the same thing. The men's do the 1-on-1, still nothing wrong there. Everything changes on the halves, but the women's. Every quarter it resets, and there's only 5 fouls, and it's double bonus. There's no 1-on-1 for women. So
well,
it's a very strange rule, and transfers are moving through that.
it was 1-and-1 forever in both sports, you know, in high school, and this is the first year that they've implemented the new rule. I just think it takes all the, excitement away in the fourth quarter when you're trying to make a comeback, and making your free throws is a part of the game. As we're back to action.
Big block.
Yeah, Dalen sticks her right paw up there and blocks another. It's her third block already. Under the basket.
Way to step
Simpson,
in there.
yeah, she got trapped there, just kind of threw it into the paint, hoping for something.
That was a good press over to the side or the end line there to create that turnover.
Bounce pass. Now back to the top.
Wide open.
Myers, yep, no good there. Follows her own shot though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bounce pass to Glavin. Glavin denied. Fourth block
Saw
now.
that coming.
And that was off of Myers too.
They're trying to put it up, and you got to respect that, but it's going to be hard to get away from that length.
Coach Littlefield, yeah, I don't know. I mean, depends on how you look at it, you know. I get what we're trying to accomplish, right? We want to try to keep everybody as safe as possible, but one-and-one free throws, it can only
Wide
happen
open
6
three, good ball
times.
movement.
Why would you do it?
Good rebound by Duke.
On the 7th, 8th, and 9th foul, you're shooting 1-and-1. Otherwise, it's double bonus after that anyway. So
Keep moving it. There we go.
Iniguez for 3 in the lead. Yes!
There it is. She had to keep shooting. She had to keep shooting.
17-16, big bucket there. The defensive side of the ball is where Columbia River is really, really matching the intensity of WF West. They've got a good game plan here. Tough shot,
Looked
no
like foul
good.
there over the back there. Got her in the head, but no call. They're letting them play, I tell you. It's not too physical, but it's definitely physical enough, which is good though. There's a floater, way too high.
Couple of good looks at the basket there. Simpson comes away with the rebound, passes it up ahead. Dalen seals, count the bucket and one! Julia Dalen gives the Bearcats the lead once again. $1:43 to go here in the first half. 18-17.
For the size she has, she's got good speed to get down that court too, keeping up with those guards out on Riverside. So missed that and one. Puts WF West ahead though. Back on top.
Entry. Iniguez, floater bounces off. Klopek digs it out. Dalen inside. Great footwork. Good catch.
Great lead. It was a perfect lead for that post player running.
It's been a game of small runs here. Every time a team goes on a little 5-0, 7-0 run, the opponent comes back with one of their own. Myers with some fancy dribbling here, and now we got a 5-second call, though.
I don't know how that's 5 seconds, but she kept moving. She tried to break that press, but I haven't seen that called too often.
Crossover, Cushman. Simpson moves it over. Simpson back here to the near side. Cushman for 3. Splash. 23-17. 6-point lead for WF West.
A lot of hands in the middle there, knocking it out.
A 3 gets it back for Marley Myers.
That was a big shot for River to stay close.
Absolutely.
8 seconds left.
Down the stretch they come. 24 seconds left here, first half. 3-point game. There is about a 1.5 second difference between shot and game. And
Offensive, yes.
offensive foul.
Wasn't set there with those feet. It's a big turn of events here. Finish out the second quarter.
Yeah, at this point, you don't even need to worry about getting the tie. I mean, if it's available, sure, but just putting your head down, maybe getting to the free throw line here or getting an easy 2. Iniguez gets the easy 2.
Big momentum shift.
5 on the clock. Beck pushes the pace across half court. Steps back from the volleyball line, and it's just short airballed. Good close there by Columbia River. Good first half, tight ball game here at the break. 23-22, Bearcats with the lead. Thoughts on that first half there, Kevin?
A lot of running, a lot of movement, a lot of good ball movement. I thought the defense on both sides played well. A lot of blocks, big by Dalen there. And then her running down the court, that was impressive. Getting the feet and hitting those runners on the layups. It was really good. Did a great job.
Both pep bands making the trip down here or up here, wherever you're coming from. Either way, they traveled, and they're making some noise here at the intermission. Again, WF West on top here, 23-22. Columbia River will be here all night as both of their teams are in the championship games. Both of these teams here in front of us are guaranteed a spot in the regional round of 16. You know, it's a tale of fates here, honestly, Kevin. Like I mentioned at the very beginning, with a win, WF West, figuratively, you know, a top 5 seed, although that's not etched in stone, just my opinion on it. If Columbia River were to get an upset win here, I think that could possibly put them in the conversation for making somewhere the top 8. You know, getting a district championship over a team that's, you know, heavily ranked in the RPI is usually good, especially this time of year. It's a good impression to make on the committee if River's able to gut this one out. And, you know, getting that top 8 seed is huge because that means you're automatically going to make the trip to Yakima, and it takes the pressure off. And if you win that game in regionals, you got a chance to get to the quarterfinals automatically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, that RPI, it's a tough one. You gotta try to respect that as much as you can throughout the year. And playing close games don't help. And they've had a few of those this year. But if they come away with an upset here, it definitely should make the conversation ahead for that state committee to try to figure out where they're going to place them. But WF West, I think, go a long way, especially with that presence in the center and those guards. They're pretty good.
Great first half by both teams, says Jake Moe. Kyle McGrady says, this is awesome. We're here for the back and forth action. We interact with the comment section, so fans, feel free to type them in, whichever platform you're watching on. If you're on Twitter, just go ahead and give the game link a retweet for us if you wouldn't mind. And
it looks like just some numbers here, stats. I got 8 points for Dalen. And Marley coming with that 3. She tied her up. She's got 8, so they both lead their teams 8 points apiece. So it's an inside-outside game, depending on which team you are. That's really what it's going to come down to. Who's going to make those outside shots, or who's going to feed the center?
Yeah, I think my final thought on the first half, moving into the second half, is if you're WF West, you're probably going to have to make some form of an adjustment offensively and take away the foul line and paint entry to Iniguez, because she's catching and turning and facing up with basically nobody around her. She's the centerpiece for the action and all the ball movement. You got to try to figure out a way to maybe front her and deny it, switch up your defense. But, you know, that's the job of a head coach, and he's got his team in the district championship for a reason, not because of what I think or say. But, that was why Columbia River was able to get so many open looks. They started to fall there in that second quarter. Early in the first quarter, obviously, trouble shooting the basketball, but the ball movement was sensational for the Rapids.
Yeah. No, and I think it comes from the head coach being a guard, going through the D2 ranks, getting in the NCAA tournaments, and she's played in, I think definitely helps. You also got an assistant coach down there that played in the WAC, so they definitely have some college experience. They know how to run the triangle. They know how to run some of those things to beat that 2-3, and so I think they've been there. They know the presence on Riverside. There's no sense of there's a sense of urgency, but there's no panic. So whether they're down or not, they're going to run their plays. I think that it's been instilled by that college experience for both sides.
Miss Erica says, "Go River Band." That's a good comment right there, Kevin. I'm
Absolutely.
sure you appreciate that one.
Yep, I was in the marching band at River and played at UW in the marching band, and I have my son up in the UW band and playing in the marching band, and my other son over here at River. So definitely fun to hear the bands play and be a part of this trip up here. Come up, it's experiences you'll never forget, and I'm glad they're able to participate.
Got a proud papa over here to my left. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. We also got Laura says, "Let's go River." We got Robloxy and Queen Gamer Girl. Good game. Both teams battle well. Man, my son would probably love that username right there. Aaron says, "You guys call a good game on Twitter. I like it." Or X. artist formerly known as Twitter. Roger says, let's go Longview. We're not quite there yet, Roger. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll have another live stream link for that one set up here in just a little bit.
That's all I've heard when I walked through the door. It's like, might as well just give Mark Morse the title. So it's the way it goes. But River's going to have something to say with it, I think, coming in tonight.
I mean, anytime that you got two teams that have split during the regular season, you got to figure you're going to get yourself a competitive ball game and see where it goes. I think that River has the capabilities to win the ball game. They're very deep. They've got 8 solid rotation players, and they got the type of balance on their roster to where you really can't key in on one guy. With Mark Morris, they kind of have a similar approach as River. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things. They got one guy who really knows how to score the basketball, and if they're able to get 15 to 20 points from a second guy, that's usually not a good sign for the other team.
It does. It comes down to game prep and who they're going to key in on, and I think River did that with Page last game. They keyed on an offensive guard, and Page stuck to her, and it really held her to minimal points. I think that's what was the difference in that game.
Brittany, the answer to the question is WF West is the guest, and Columbia River is the home. 23-22 is the score at the break. We got just under 4 minutes until the start of the second half. And it's been a back-and-forth battle here tonight so far, Kevin. I'm really excited for the second half. Will I be broadcasting all of the games up until they go to the Dome? There's only one more game after this, and no, I will not. The NFHS Network is taking over for the state round. And so if you guys haven't done so already, you'll need to subscribe to the NFHS Network, and the Eli Sports Network works in conjunction with them to do basically what I do, but it's I think $11.99 a month now, or $12.99 a month now for unlimited monthly access for all of the games. There's Coach right there, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they've got to find a way to make that money and be able to do that. Getting the videos, streams, and all that stuff in the high school gyms and be able to access that, I think is really neat. But they got to earn their money and stripe somewhere. I was looking at the foul shots too, and when you talk about a close game, WF West only got to the line once, and they missed it. River's been to the line 2 times and made all 4. So as it comes down the stretch, that might be a key.
Hey, the officials have really let them play so far.
Absolutely.
They're not calling a lot at this point, but.
Well, number 42, WF West, Amanda
Bennett.
Yep. Yeah, she's had 2 fouls. Everybody else it's called, it's only got 1. So she's the only one that is going to sit there and have to be careful a little bit.
Sylvia says Tumwater boys are out. Yep, saw that. WF West ended up winning that game last night.
It's nice to see the Greater St. Helens and these guys down south here getting some recognition in the state, though, again.
Yep.
It's fun to see. It's nice when you usually get one team up there and stuff, but when you're getting multiple in the conversations, it's for the state and the tournaments and all that, it's nice to see that come back.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, the Fort Sports Reporter. You're finally here, huh? I haven't seen you. So now that means that you owe a retweet or 2, a quote tweet or something right now, or a quote post. I don't know what they call it on X anymore. I think it's reposting. I'm all about tweeting, unfortunately. Thank you guys so much for the compliments. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, we got started with Twitter, so that's all that we know.
Yeah.
As we're switching over to X, it's hard to say it.
Yeah. Thanks, Elon.
Make sense.
Yeah. Bobby says, "Go Rapids." Gracie's Mimi. Ooh. I think, is that Mommy or Mimi?
I don't know, but I know they have a lot of family down here, nieces, uncles, aunts, and all sorts of things down here with Gracie's family. So
it looks like the River students forgot that there was a game, though, tonight.
Yeah, Friday. We'll see who makes it up here. That might be a stretch, but looks like all the parents and family members made it back.
There's usually like a Rooter bus, for high schools at this time, when you're playing in a championship game like this with a lot on the line. But again, both teams already on their way to the regional round. Seeds will be released on Sunday, folks, and find out where these 2 teams will land.
Yeah, I think River, they get used to some of the state titles and stuff with soccer and volleyball and stuff over the last few years. I think everybody gets tired of having to drive all the time.
Oh, that's a good problem to have, my man.
I know, but that's a lot of trips. When I was up at Orcas Island, we were making trips down to soccer championships. You got a 6-hour bus ride, and if you don't make it, you're sitting on land having to stay the night, so you can't make it in the San Juans. So it was very limited people making that trip.
Back to action here, folks. River with the basketball. Nice flash, but the pass just a little low there, but it bounces out to Iniguez.
We got 3 on the shot clock.
Myers doesn't see it.
Nope, it's a violation.
That's a good defensive possession there for the Bearcats.
Huge start. I think with a little bit of the noise, they might not have heard it.
Oh, the Fort Sports reporter. Hilarious. Love it. Yeah, fans, we interact with the live stream comment section, so. Vaughn's not here. He's at home.
Beautiful pass. Reverse layup by Dalen.
Say hi to my son at home, Vaughn, who's probably watching this one. He loves Dalen. Says Dalen's a cheat code.
It's pretty much. That was a beautiful backdoor reverse layup there. It's hard to teach on a big post. Good footwork.
She's really, really good for her size and great footwork.
It's only a junior.
Yeah, you can't say enough. She's being heavily looked at.
Absolutely. I wouldn't doubt it.
Another great defensive possession so far.
2 on the clock. They got to get it up.
That's a good pass off.
Good rim. Good board. Oh, she got it put back by Drake. Drake snuck it in there before Dalen got her hand up there. Good box out and put back.
I mean, it's a second chance opportunity, too.
Yeah.
Dalen rolls on the pick and roll, goes up off the glass. She's starting to get going, Kevin.
Absolutely. You said 26 points. It's go time.
27-24. Better start here to the half for WF West. They fell behind early, 4-zip, but ended up rolling on a 7-0 run. Open shot missed. Bennett with the board. Bennett's had a good game.
Yeah. WF West knows how to board. We got to get down there and continue that.
Bennett wide open 3. Looks long, and it is.
Yep, they're worried about underneath, and it's wide opening up outside there. And rightfully so.
Fragner tries her ruck. No, tapped. And it's Beck after the tap. She hustles it down. Dalen double team, rises up and hits. And we got a whistle, timeout River.
That's a big start for WF coming out of the timeout here at the halftime.
Obviously, Dalen scoring 6 here in the first 2.5 minutes is a great sign for the Bearcats. That last bucket set up by the hustle of Dylan Beck. She's having a great game as a freshman. She's been one of my favorite players to watch this year. And again, just her first year doing it. If you're Coach Kyle Karnofsky of WF West, you're absolutely drooling over the prospects,
Absolutely.
of what you've got currently.
Yeah, the composure, the ball handling skills, her defensive presence. She's turned out to be a big name coming up here as a freshman. That's incredible. Like you said, young and they're ready to go.
That was a good timeout by Coach Anderson of Columbia River there, and see what she can do to compose her team as Kyle Karnofsky puts the clipboard down. He's done a great job with the Bearcats so far this season. They scheduled tough, lost 2 games, played Ellensburg and Davis of Yakima. Lost both of those at the Yakima shootout back in December, but got themselves in prime position to possibly make a run. Shot blocked, foul called on the follow-through.
A little bit of body there.
Dalen sliding over and denying Iniguez, and Iniguez will head to the charity stripe. This is a good place to be to try to end a run, Kevin.
Absolutely. And Emma's a pretty good foul shooter, so hopefully I didn't jinx that, but she usually puts them down pretty good.
Iniguez hits the first. That's a slick little ball spin that she's got there at the free throw line.
A little routine, I tell you, it's important to all those shooters out there, and get a routine, you stay in it, and got to be comfortable with it.
Look at that. Yep, look at that. That's routine. Checks the ball, making sure it was perfect. Hits another one, and it looked perfect.
Yeah, she's got a good stroke, too.
Screen. Dalen does a good job staying set. after just picking up a foul. Don't want to get another one. Beck, hesitation dribble into the paint with the left, flips it back near side. Deskins moves it to Dalen. Dalen has pulled the trigger from long range, doesn't there. Rolls to the hoop, looking to establish, instead travels.
She hesitated, but I think that's what did it.
Fort Sports reporter on Twitter wants to know how tall Dalen is. Official roster says 6'3", and she's probably every bit of that. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think that's lying.
Whistle and my timeout. Officials, and this is with 20 on the shot clock.
What happened?
And allowing some substitutes here.
During the press.
This is like a 10-second type deal, you know? Like, was there a timeout called here? Not an official, but I don't understand how you would stop play there with pressure in the backcourt when you got a 10-second violation potentially being handed out. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Break River.
Confused.
Yeah. They'll probably take it. Yeah. Myers digs that out, and ball's tapped out of bounds. Now, the buzzer did just sound. Did they not think that the ball hit the rim? It looked like it might have tipped the rim.
I was going to say, I thought it hit the rim and came back and hit the foot. But
if not, it's an interesting conversation if you're going to have one on the shot clock.
You
or
might end up with one. That's probably about it, though.
It did appear to roll out, and now we got all three officials conferencing.
Well, and when you talk about the 10-second violations, the 19, you got to figure out all that, too.
Yeah, I mean, the ref, reset, so they're going to reset the whole thing. So another,
it did hit.
Yeah, another break for River here. They've gotten a couple of breaks on this possession alone, I'll say.
Absolutely. Hopefully they can take advantage and get that third time's the charm.
That's what you look to do. Yeah, you look to figure out a way to take advantage of it. That's
she was held. Yep,
tough pass there.
She was held on that inbound. Emma couldn't get a free. That was on 42. That's Amanda. That's her third. It's going to be a big foul right there early on that third. She's had a good, strong game too. So
Bennett's riding again, and she's got to be careful. Almost going to pick up her fourth there.
Exactly.
Myers pulls the trigger, no hezzy.
There it is.
Tie ball game.
She's hit 3 threes already this game. She's feeling it. She's got to keep shooting.
It's a game of runs here.
Yep.
Right now, the River's on one.
It's going to be the same in the second. Tied up. There's a nice move by Bennett. Missed that.
Got her own. Yeah, at least she got her own rebound there.
Absolutely. At least she followed. Yeah, there's a body check. That was on Drake there. Take it out underneath there after Drake's foul. Like I said, it's going to be a little physical here, I think, in the second half. Everybody's trying to work and figure it out. Probably a little more fouls called. Trying to set up their play, getting them down underneath. There it is. Trying to lob it. Trying to do that high-low from outside the three-point line. So that's a little tough to do. That's a long throw.
12 on the shot clock here as Bennett will inbound it for the Bearcats as they go a little 1-4 low here and now move to the top with Simpson.
Trying to double team inside. There's the outside shot.
Cushman's three,
double
no good.
Team on the box out there. You have to. Good board by Marley. Everybody's got a rebound for River. Oh, almost traveled there.
Clavin bounce pass entry. Iniguez at the foul line. Or I guess the elbow. Close to it. Three off, no good.
Followed her shot. Great job. Put it up. Ooh.
Another offensive board. Clavin flashing, stopping, foul line popping, no good. Clavin hit the deck as Dalen rebounded it. Numbers up ahead here for the Bearcats.
Bennett's being really physical on those box outs. She's got to be careful, like you said. This one's going to be a tough.
Three at the top of the circle. Beck, no good. Ball won by Simpson. Cushman now with it. Another opportunity here. 2:35 left in the third. Tie ball game in the district championship. Checking the bench is Beck.
Yep, multiple opportunities on rebounds. It's all going to come down to rebounds and foul shots.
Nice hesitation. Good defense recovered by Clavin. No good on the shot. Clavin rebounds it.
Oh.
Held ball.
That was a good job by 25 there, Grace. Looks like coming in, picking up that jump ball.
Yeah, Glavin did everything right there for the 5 seconds before allowing Simpson to come in there and tie that ball up.
Yeah, I think she turned the wrong way, and that's what caused the opening. So.
Yeah, you got to give Simpson a lot of heads-up awareness there for
sure.
Knowing that she has an opportunity to get in there and grab the ball without fouling because the Bearcats have the possession arrow.
It looks like they got Bennett out of the game. It's a good thing. She doesn't pick up a 4th foul here in the 3rd quarter.
There's depth on the Bearcats. They can afford to let her sit for a little bit and keep her available. 3 far side, no good. And Johnson into the ball game, grabs the board.
Ripped through there. That kept everybody away, which was good.
Good ball game here. Myers loses a handle. Johnson on the floor, and it's another held ball. And Simpson at the bottom of that. Johnson is going to check on her. It looks like she rolled over on her head or something.
I think her arm might have gotten caught there. She might. They rolled over. I think her arm was twisted a little bit there. So hopefully she's all right. Getting up and walking. So.
I wonder if they're going to force her to have to exit the ball game or not for an injury for a moment.
I'm sure she will because coach is on the floor.
And Coach Karnofsky is going to help lead his player Simpson over to the bench, and she turns it into a slow jog. Good sign. Hope she's okay and able to return. Tight ball game here. $1:51 to go, 3rd quarter. First of 2 championship games here at Kelso High School. That pass
kick ball
is.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. Yeah,
that looked off the shin, not necessarily a kick, but.
Well, I don't think she put her foot out.
No,
I think it was just thrown off the foot. I don't think that's a kick ball, but either way.
No, I agree.
Doesn't matter what I think.
I know, we're in the same boat. Oh, left her open. Oh, missed.
Yeah,
she's got to hit those if they're wanting to stay ahead of this.
That's about as good as it gets.
Yep.
Inside.
Inside that block. Inside the key there. If you don't hit those short jumpers, wide open, trouble. Got to take advantage of those. Yeah, it's hold. On the ground, though.
I mean, it's a smart foul with 1:21 left in the 3rd. It's foul to give on Dukes, and that's her 3rd personal, so she's starting to creep up there in the foul category.
Yep.
But just 2 team fouls on both WF West and River here at this point. Corner 3, Beck, airball long, and hustling in and grabbing the rebound. Fouled is Fragner.
You got to box out first, then you got to go for that board.
I mean, it's tough depth perception, about figuring out where the ball's going to hit, if it's going to hit the rim,
Yeah, in those corners, that's a tough one, I agree.
Yeah, I think Fragner saw it best. She had the best angle coming in from behind and was able to get in front.
Yep. Yeah, Marley didn't get a body on it, so it made it a little easier.
First free throw, good.
That's their first free throw make of the game.
Did River not get the memo? There was a game today. The students did not. No, there's more boys basketball players over in the student section for River than there is River students. And we've got a...
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Oh, yeah, we got a mosh pit down there.
I think they all tripped over each other's foot.
Yeah, the save went right to Johnson, and she's just like, oh, okay. Myers has got some sick handles. She's working inside now to Iniguez. Iniguez ball fakes and kicks. Zone defense here. The Rapids doing what they can to try to break it down, and Iniguez steps out, hits a triple. It's a 2-point Rapid lead here with 45 to go, 3rd quarter.
That's a big shot, 43 seconds left, 3rd quarter here. Tough defense by Johnson here. They got to hold it. There's a miss, big forward. They're going to try for one shot here. 5-second differential, right around there, 4-5.
Yeah, I'd say about 4.5 there.
Ooh.
But still, at this point, you just want to kind of maximize the possession and not do that.
No, it hurt.
Dalen out front. Oh. Throw it down, Dalen.
I know, right? She kind of carried that, but nobody was going to call her on that one. That was too fun to watch.
That's arbitrary.
Yep. Big jump ball.
Fragner.
8 seconds. She's in there again.
Dalen needs to go up there and dunk it so we can get a Bill Walton. Throw it down one time, Dalen.
Right.
8.7 to go. The Bearcats looking to close the 3rd strong tie ball game here at Kelso High School. District 4 2A Girls Championship on the line and a foul to give here. It's going to be the 4th team foul. Johnson whistled. Smart foul, honestly, though. I mean, it's only her first personal. Slows the momentum, 4.7 to go. And we've got a 30-second timeout. Bearcats, we'll stay right here with the Bearcat huddle. Winners of the EVCO, number 1 seed WF West. They were in the championship game last season. Fell to Tumwater down at Hudson's Bay. Looking to pick up the win this time. And we still got another quarter to go.
That's a bit of fun game.
Yeah, it's been a great game, yeah. Check out the WF West students in the background. They made the trip.
Absolutely did.
They are here to support their team and make the noise, make it feel like a home game. It's a neutral court game, but
that's why I said right off the bat, WF, their fans brought it. I think those 2 shot clock violations, I think that was caused by the fans. So, all right, we're back to get going here. Tied up, 4.7 left, third quarter.
Bennett to inbound for the Bearcats. Goes to the corner. Nobody on the shooter. Klopek off back iron.
I'd rather have her shoot than somebody else. So
that's going to do it for the third quarter.
You didn't want an easy 2 from Darian there. So
River wins the quarter by 1 to tie the ball game heading into the fourth.
You know what it came down to? Free throws. WF West missed 1, we hit our 2.
It often does. Fans, it's been such a good game here. If you want, drop in some predictions as to.
Great job by the WF West band. Sorry, I got to give them props too.
Yeah, I want to know who the fans think is going to pull this game out, and final score predictions if you want to make it interesting. 32-32 here. 8 minutes to decide who the District 4 2A girls champion is, whether it's the number 1 seed from the EVCO, the WF West Bearcats, or the number 1 seed from the Greater St. Helens, the Columbia River Rapids. It's been a great game back and forth. Nick Sisson here, Kevin White there, N2 Media in front of you at home. Kim Sloan says 2 very evenly matched teams, and River not even top 10 RPI. You know, I mean, RPI's worth is about as good as what, you know, you'd expect a computer to be. You know, obviously it looks at metrics, and metrics don't always tell the story, which is why so many people bitched about the BCS for years in college football. They'd rather have humans sit and sort it out. Guess what? They get to still do that on Sundays to decide where the teams are going to land when it comes time to the regional round of 16. But, you know, a lot is on the line for both of these teams here.
Absolutely. I mean, again, coming out of this league, like you said, it's going to be 5 seed maybe, 4 seed, somewhere in there. I mean, that's a big difference when you're talking 5 versus 8 or 9, 10 when it comes to the state tournaments. Home field, home court advantage. Used to soccer still, but nice look underneath. Oh, we got to make those.
That was a great entry pass. Johnson just couldn't hit.
But, yeah, that home court advantage and being that higher seed against the lower one on that first round, that's a big deal when it comes to the state tournament.
Well, just not having to travel far like last year. Ari Long Lumberjacks.
Travel, yep.
Yep. They had to travel all the way over to Spokane to take on Pullman. That's a 6-hour drive, you know, and that's the number 1 seed. So if you're traveling 6 hours to take on the number 1 seed, which is what an 8 seed has to do, assuming that the Bulldogs are number 1, at least they're right dead smack in the middle of Washington. Hence they call it Central for a reason, but. That one's tapped away.
Great hands.
Stolen by Klopek.
Oh, there it is underneath. Oh, good feet.
Dalen kicks it out.
Good footwork to control her momentum there.
Ball fake. Klopek kicks near side. Bennett high pass saves it. Inside, Dalen can't get it.
A lot of pressure there. It's too much on that angle. I mean, you talk about travel. When I was doing streaming and traveling with my son playing on the basketball team up on Orcas Island. It was kind of funny. We did the same thing. So you're on the west, on an island. It takes you 3 hours just to get off the island. Oh, driving a foul by Duke there. And that's on Bennett. That's her 4th. That's a big foul.
Especially with 6:46 left in the game, your best ability is availability.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you got to know the time and situation, and aggressive take there by number 5, Peyton Dukes. 5'10" junior hits the first. It's a 1-point River advantage. Fort Sports Reporter says that the Rapids are going to win by 1 on a game-winning 3. They're up 1 after the free throws missed, and Bennett comes away with it. Long outlet up ahead. Nobody guarding the player up ahead, cherry picking. Dalen rebounds, can't hit.
Probably a good foul, but that's on Page. That's 2.
Klopek was up ahead of the pack, and nobody saw her.
I think she blended in with the colors.
Unable to get inside and find a friendly angle. Dalen swishes home the first. She can also stroke it from the free throw line.
Yes, she can.
33 apiece.
She has a gorgeous shot.
Dalen gets the second to rattle home. 6:38 in the ball game. Bearcats reclaim the 1-point advantage. Dangerous pass, and that might be off of River, yep, and it is.
WF, again, making adjustments right at halftime. They're in a man-to-man right now, WF West is. I think it's causing a little bit of trouble.
Adjustments are crucial when it comes to championship level basketball. Now it's going to be up to River to adjust and see what they want to go with here. And screen set near side. Now a roll. Nice find. Klopek down low to Fragner. It's a 3-point lead as Lena lays it in. Beautiful pick and roll action. Klopek was patient in allowing Fragner to come open on the roll.
Yeah, Gracie didn't follow that. She stayed out and allowed that drift, which caused that seal. It was a great look, great pass.
Takes, counted and one!
What a scoop by Dukes.
Big bucket, chance to tie, 5:42 to go. I bet Fort Sports Reporter's getting nervous here on his prediction. I'll tell you what, buddy, if that happens, yeah, we're going to anoint you the king of predictions, at least when it comes to District 4 Twitter banter.
Old-fashioned 3-point play there by Dukes.
Tied up at 36. Every time one of these teams starts to pull away, there's an answer from the opponent. It's a 15-round heavyweight championship fight here, 36-36. Under 5.5 left. Fragner blows by the defender. Foul is called on the help defense.
That's tough on Dukes. That's 4.
Well, Dukes did exactly what she needed to do there.
She just moved the body just too much, though.
Yeah,
wasn't standing completely still, unfortunately.
You got to credit Fragner. She was given baseline. She took baseline. She went aggressive and was going to beat her defender for a chance at a high percentage layup look, and she hits the free throw. Both of these teams have been shooting the free throws fairly well tonight, Kevin, and that's a big difference in the ball game so far. 5:18 left to decide this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fragner has this one rattle out. Dalen, offensive rebound, put back, count it, 39-36.
That's going to be big right there. That big board is going to be tough.
3 points in a game like this seems like a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But Rivers come up with answers, trying to figure out the man-to-man defense here. Myers ball fakes, roll, Iniguez, she's fouled, counted and one!
Holy smokes, what a game. What a game. Back and forth, inside, outside, pick and rolls all day long, both ends.
Great basketball being demonstrated here by both squads.
Both these teams are working hard. They want it.
Iniguez hits it.
30-second timeout.
And we got the timeout on the floor. It looked like it's going to be changed to a full, actually. We're going to keep it here with the River huddle, but man, oh man, Kevin, what a ball game so far here. We've been spoiled.
Absolutely spoiled. Back and forth, the give and goes, the post work, the changing of defense. I mean, everybody's making adjustments. They're running, they're working hard, they're playing tough D. It's a great game. Fun to watch. Everybody should be here. I know WF West traveled, like you said. They're here. River's missing a great game.
Fans, if you feel like throwing a bone our way, the tip jar is open. I do appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far from each and every one of you. You know who you are, and I know who you are as well. We are on Venmo and PayPal. Venmo preferred, PayPal acceptable at N2 Media. $1 goes a long way. For just 18 cents a day, you could feed a hungry broadcaster's family. Thank you all so much for your support back here at Kelso High School.
Nick, you do a great job. I've watched a few of your games just to listen to the band and kind of catch some action because I love the sports, but you do a great job. So appreciate you being out here and supporting the athletic programs. I was in charge of booster clubs up in Orcas Island and trying to do the stream myself and run the nonprofit and all those things. It's tough, and I know everybody that watches the game loves it, so I appreciate everything you do.
Coach Karnofsky incensed there that there was no foul call, and I think
oh, there it is.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a makeup call. That was a clear foul, but
it was.
Yeah, up the near sideline on the movement across half court there, it looked like there was a pretty noticeable bump that caused the WF West player to fall to the ground. So,
well, I think some of that too is yes, they're letting them play a little bit, but there's no hand check. They're kind of letting those go. I know the refs have told a lot of coaches and everything, keep your hands visible. But if you put that hand on them, that hand check, I think they're working more on that piece. So I think her hands were up, and she went to the ground but kept her dribble, so worked out well. 2 points, so both free throws.
Fragner has had a big fourth quarter. She's been vital down the stretch.
Big 5 points.
Bearcats reclaim the lead. Tough bounce pass inside, loose and out of bounds. It's going to stay, though, with Columbia River. Tough angle for us behind the action with the players shielding it, but I trust the referee who is right in front of it with both eyes.
Yeah, I don't think Emma was expecting that pass. It was a great entry pass. She just couldn't hang on to it.
Myers to inbound.
You got to get in. There we go.
Iniguez catches and moves it out. Glavin now dribbles in rotation. Ball movement now near side. Inside, Iniguez kicks it out. Glavin for three!
Nope.
Beck with the rebound. They're both freshmen. They both got red hair, or orange hair. Tough sometimes.
Don't give her baseline. There you go. You've been burned on that a few times. And there's the entry.
Denial there by Iniguez. Catch and shoot. Dalen, ooh, from the baseline.
What a turnaround jumper there.
Sometimes it's just not fair. It's a 4-point lead. Under 4 to go.
She's had great touch, and that's hard to stop any post player that can make that shot.
Psych out here by the WF West students. Rapids not falling for it. 5 on the shot clock, but the bounce pass inside deflected. It goes right to Bennett. Bennett hustles it across. Pass down low. Dalen, count it! Another Julia Dalen basket. It's a 6-point lead for the Bearcats. I believe that's the largest lead for either team in the ball game.
Yeah, they couldn't keep Dukes on the ground or on the bench any longer, so we're trying to get her back in. We'll see what happens.
Johnson passes up an open shot.
If they miss it here,
oh, Dalen denies
I have a feeling
it.
a timeout's coming here by River if they make this hoop.
3 to go. District championship coming down to the wire. Bearcats on a run. 6-0 variety. Dalen with the last 2 buckets. Bennett.
Oh, there it is. Feed middle.
And 3 in the key is called. It looks like Fragner is the guilty party there.
Yep.
Momentum back to Columbia River potentially here after looked like the Bearcats were ready to maybe go up by 8 on that possession, potentially 9.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think River was expecting second half here to be up or be challenged with this man-to-man. Gracie's got to get going.
Tough move, shot no good.
They're trying to draw that 5th foul on Bennett. Gracie's a good one to try to draw it, but they couldn't get it.
Bucket.
It's number 3. That's
Dylan Beck.
Nice little floater on the baseline there.
Bearcats starting to pull away late. Got to try to go to Iniguez somehow as she catches.
There's a lot of hand checking, reaching. They're not calling it, though.
Beck knocks it loose, dive to the floor.
Oh.
Jump called. Karnofsky ran out off the bench trying to get a timeout. Fragner, though, does dive on the ball, and it's going to be Bearcat possession. 2:02 left. It's coming down to it, folks. And right now the Bearcats are making a few more plays late. Their best player, Julia Dalen, strong down the stretch. Lena Fragner's had a phenomenal fourth quarter.
Yeah, Dalen was 16 in the second half is what I have down.
I trust you. I believe you. Deskins passes up the shot. Beck doesn't. Hits it! Splash! It's an 11-point lead. The Bearcats are on an 11-0 run. Iniguez spins off of Dalen. Foul called. Shots coming. Clock stopped with $1:35 left in the game. How about the freshman Dylan Beck? 5 points over the last minute plus. Hits a huge triple. First free throw good by Dukes as the Bearcat supporters, the students that is, warm up the "It's All Over" chant. It isn't yet. Still a minute 35 left as Dukes swishes home a couple. The Rapids have shot tremendously well from the free throw line.
I think coach is telling them to press. They got to press. They got to get this turnover quickly. They can't let them sit.
Whistle.
Time.
And
the net.
They're going to correct the net. Ooh, wow, that's a big miss. It's been a little bit since they've been down here.
That's a nice little gift here, I think, for WF West. Try to get settled. Pressure. Yep. They got to do something. They got to create this turnover.
Got to expect patience here for the Bearcats.
They got to do something. They're 9 points. They're just going to play keep away.
Smart basketball.
Absolutely. They know what they're doing.
Back in traffic, dimes. It's loose. It's caught. Dalen doesn't get it. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. It's off again. But there's Beck. Oh my God! Dylan Beck. The last 7, I believe, for the Bearcats.
Beck is on a run. She wants this more than anybody on this team right now. You got to give her credit and kudos. There's a turnover. The defense, too, on Beck. She's incredible. She's pushing.
Foul is, full timeout called here.
Coach is running after the ref. Beautiful playing by Beck there.
Look at the smiles on the faces of the Lady Bearcats.
Well deserved, too. Big game.
40.1 left in this one. It's an 11-point advantage. What a fourth quarter it has been for the road team technically, but the #1 seed from the EVCO appears to be champions of District 4 2A girls basketball. It's just a formality at this point. 40.1 to go. Fans, if you could, type into the comment section who your vote is for player of the game. Kevin, take us through some numbers real quick for points on WF West to give the fans something to chew about.
Well, second half, again, Dalen was 16, and then 8 more, so she's got 24 in the game, right at about her season average there. And then Beck, 13 points, big in this fourth quarter,
She's just a 9th grader, folks.
And Dukes with 11 on Riverside, but again, too much to overcome in this pressure, this defense at the end. It's definitely a lot closer when it comes to, but RPI doesn't look at that, unfortunately. They're just going to look at the 11-point spread on the victory. So it's going to unfortunately hurt River when you're looking at those seeds on the RPI side.
They'll most likely get a close region game if they do end up falling to that, let's say 9-10 range, maybe even 11 range, depending on who else is going to be in the tournament with them. But I think River's got a pretty solid resume with wins over Ridgefield twice. Ridgefield, getting to the regional round of 16 as the Rapids don't appear interested in fouling at this point.
No reason to at this point. 30 seconds left, you just play solid D.
There's a foul. That's 9.8 left. I mean,
I think it was more frustration than anything else, unfortunately. She's had a rough night, but again, I think a lot of that's from the credit to the defense on WF West. Gracie couldn't get free, couldn't line up her shots. She shoot WF West, again, defensive presence, good.
Dylan Beck at the line with another, now 14 in the game.
Make it. Yeah, I think Beck, even though she doesn't have as many points, I think her defensive presence, even though, gosh, it's going to be tough. You got you got Dalen with the blocks in the first half. You got Beck with the defense in the second half. Great win, 13-point win by WF West. Great game, great matchup. Congratulations to WF West on their district title here. Incredible run.
Coach Karnofsky has finally cracked the seal. His first district championship as the WF West Bearcats head coach. Julia Dalen ending up with the final loose ball. Only fitting that she holds on to it as the Bearcats celebrate on the K logo here at Kelso High School. They win it with a strong fourth quarter effort to break a tie ball game, scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter to run away with it, 54-41. What a performance it was tonight as the Bearcats are going to cut down the nets here on the right side of our picture. We will have the net cutting ceremony for everyone, and we're going to have an interview with Kyle Karnofsky coming up here in just a little bit as soon as he's done cutting the net down. But
I would say in the this fourth quarter, half of their second half points were scored in the last 3.5 minutes. It was an incredible show at the end to finish out strong.
ooh,
Oh, they missed that one. It's been a long time since we've heard that name. There you go. There you go.
Robert Blackman with the Chieftains drop.
Yep.
I love it.
I'm surprised I didn't say that.
I love it. Yeah, they are the Chieftains. I know they're the Rapids, but hey.
Yep, absolutely.
There's
Congratulations to those guys.
second place trophy there. Awesome.
Yep. They'll have a good, nice little run, I think, at state, hopefully, too. It just depends on the matchup, but they have a good shot at winning at least 1 or 2 games there.
There's no heads hanging over there.
No, they shouldn't be. Congratulations, there it is. Big victory.
Oh, there it is. So they've got 11 minutes to get this done.
Pictures of net and getting everybody off the court. We'll see how it rolls.
Dalen and Beck, co-players of the game. Ooh,
That's, like I said, that's between those two. I mean, that's gonna be a tough shot. Again, first half I would probably give to Dalen. Second half, man, that fourth quarter you got to give it to Beck.
Beck played phenomenal. I also think Lena Fragner had a phenomenal fourth quarter.
She came out to play absolutely at the end, too.
Kevin, when you consider the fact that they had 33 points total going into the fourth, and then they scored 21 in the fourth, it was a total team effort by everyone there.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Those three players had a big part in that, for sure.
Absolutely. Lena Fragner, the first to cut a piece of twine off of the net down there. That's a long time coming here for the Bearcats, as we've got the countdown to the Monarch River game coming up here just a little bit.
The seniors that are going first. Yep, absolutely. Yep, seniors first, and I think they're taking their way tickling their way down the net based on seniority.
Yeah, smart move there.
Well, it shows the respect, the culture and the respect that WF West and the coach has definitely probably instilled in those girls. So they played a great team effort. Nobody got down on each other when they were struggling or missing stuff. So they did a great job. And these are moments you never forget as a player.
You can see the joy on their face, like they've been here before and haven't had a chance to break through, and this is the first breakthrough moment for WF West.
Yep. Well, you see it at all levels of sports. I mean, you'll see it in championship games. I was fortunate enough to travel with and watch all the UW games for football, and at the end of the games, all the teams, a lot of them are sitting on the sideline watching. They want to feel what that's like, and they want to be back. It eats at you not having it for a year, so it's definitely momentum and encouragement to get back.
Julia Dalen climbs the ladder. She doesn't have to take too many steps to get above the rim there, but
she'd probably only needed one, but
one giant leap for womankind.
Well,
Coach Roche, thank you so much for the compliment. Appreciate it. Appreciate you as well. They put some more time on the clock. I don't know if they want, because the game's not supposed to tip until 8 o'clock tonight, and it's 7:17. So, again, fans, if you want to stick around, we're going to try to get an interview here with Coach Kyle Karnofsky once the net is down and see if he wants to elaborate a little bit on the victory here tonight against Columbia River.
I'm hoping their concession stands open because I didn't have time coming up here to.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's brought to you by the Mark Morris Monarchs concession stand people, I believe, or the Booster Club. So, yep,
Sweet.
Concessions are available. Feel free to run down there anytime. But the final score in this one, 54-41. Now Caitlin Klopek climbs the ladder. Dylan Beck now.
It's kind of nice to see the WF West kids student section. They're out here supporting that too, so I'm sure they want to experience this down the road too. So other sports or see them come back next year. Unless that's the boys team, I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen them play, but I'm not sure if any of the boys teams over there.
It's probably a good chance there's a few of them over there. They advanced to the regional round, so.
That was last night, right?
Yep, they defeated Tumwater, I believe, by 7. I want to say 57-50.
Yes.
But yeah, no, WF West, 2 teams in the regional round. Columbia River, 2 teams in the regional round, regardless of what the result is tonight for the boys as well.
Southwest Washington, gotta love it. It's great. Keep it coming.
You don't realize how many.
Coach didn't want to take another step up there.
Yeah,
She's stretching.
you don't realize how many threads there are on that. They start to run out of people to go up there. Usually, like when everyone's gone and the coach is the last one, he'll cut the last 3 or 4 pieces, and
Yep.
you know, all right, let's get this off here finally.
Exactly. It's fun. I'm just hoping that they have somebody there that knows how to put the new net back up fairly quickly.
Yeah,
sometimes people struggle with that one.
that shouldn't be an issue. I've always thought, like, you know, it's tough as a player to shoot on the rim that has the brand new net. It's like, yeah, you want to break it in. At the same time, you know, it's like an optical illusion up there when you're shooting on it. Whoever starts the game shooting at the left end is going to be, I think, in better shape. And there he is. Coach Kyle Karnofsky is going to take down the rest of this baby.
That'll go in the trophy case. There you go. Big moment for the girls there. Well deserved. Again, congrats to the coach and WF West, the team, fans, everybody. Good luck in the regionals, and Next steps into state.
Kelso AD Bob Kickner, he's going to get up there and put the net up himself.
There you go.
That's a good athletic director right
That's
there.
right.
Picture time here for the Bearcats as they run away with this one here. Kevin, if you wouldn't mind taking us through the total scoring tonight for both rosters while we show everybody the picture posing ceremony with pieces of net in their mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. So leading all scorers, 24 with Dalen for the WF West. Grace Simpson got 2. Bennett with 3. 12 for Beck. 6 big points for Fregner. And 5 points for Cushman. And, yep. Yeah, I got Simpson for 2, so just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody there. For River, we got 11 points for Marley. Got 11 points for Dukes, 2 for Drake, 15 points for Emma, and 2 points for Gracie. Again, being held way under her season average.
I was just about to say, you got to credit the defense and the good job on Gracie Glavin there for IWF West. She's been one of the more reliable scoring options for Columbia River this season. And I just want to, lend a free thought here. I think Columbia River is still a team that is potentially able to make some noise when it comes time to getting into the regional tournament, potentially the state tournament. It's a pretty top-heavy class, the 2A, with Ellensburg and Linden probably being two of the favorites. Prosser's also super good. They're going to be a tough out for anybody they play. They have the potential to making it to the championship game as well. So, after that, WF West is in good position, but I think Columbia River's equally tough. We saw their grit, the ability to move the ball well tonight. If they're able to move the ball like they just did in this ball game, maybe shoot the ball a little bit better starting out, they might have been able to create some separation on the scoreboard and kind of have some breathing room to work with. But I like their chances going forward of possibly winning a game or two and maybe seeing if they can't get a trophy on the way back home.
Sure, and I think they can. I think they have the opportunity absolutely to do it. They got the coaches to be able to help them get there as well. I think the biggest thing is not keeping their heads down, or don't keep their heads down. Keep them up, be aggressive, and keep doing what they should do, what they've done all season. But it's all about the matchups. If they got another big presence down underneath and they have an inside-outside game, it's going to be tough because they don't have the size. They just got to be able to make their shots and run. And they can definitely be opposing or hard for opposing teams. But like you said, I haven't seen all the teams, so hopefully they can make a run. Hopefully they're on opposite ends of the bracket. Maybe we can see both these teams again, maybe down the road, championship games.
All right, fans. Going to take a quick audio breather here and going to go see if maybe Coach Karnofsky is willing to set that trophy down. You might have to pry it from his fingers there to get him to come up here and have a chat with us real quick, but maybe we can get a quick word with him before we cut off this live stream of the District 4 2A Girls Championship game, which again was won by WF West 54-41 over Columbia River. But yeah, we'd just love to hear from Coach Karnofsky here and see what's going through his mind. And we'll just take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a little bit, folks. All right, welcome back, everybody. Coach, we're over on that camera right over there. Yeah, congratulations on the win, 54-41. You finally get the district championship. You mentioned before the game to me, 0-3. Now 1-3, and you get to take that one back. How's it feel?
You know, it's great. I'm really proud of our girls. Student body was great. Bench was great. Shoot, I can't complain. I mean, it's awesome. It's been a long ride to kind of get here. We lost last year. We lost a couple other ones, and we've talked about all year like being the best team in the district, and we wanted to prove it. A little shaky at times, maybe not our best half, but you know, fourth quarter, I think that's kind of who we are, and I'm really proud of our girls for being tough and just getting that done and getting to cut that net and experience it. That's something to always remember. Yeah, 33 points going into the fourth. You end up with 21 in that fourth quarter. Fragner had a great effort game, and then the fourth quarter she was really big. Obviously Julia, but your freshman Beck comes up big to kind of create that separation late. Just talk about those players and their effort tonight collectively. Yeah, first, I mean, Zelena, she was kind of tasked with guarding Inez, and she's a really good player, and we put her on her, and she did a great job. She had some big free throws down the stretch. She was really tough and gritty tonight. Dylan, big three. She had a nice little pull-up on the baseline that was big. You know, I told her going in that last few minutes of the fourth, I said, you're going to make a play and you're going to help us win. She made two, so it doesn't surprise me. Awesome. Well, hey, just last one before I let you get out of here. You got regionals coming up. I'm looking at maybe 5, maybe 4 seed, depending on how things shake out. Do you have any preconceptions as to where you guys might land and what your thoughts are heading into regionals? You know, I'm on the committee and I love being on it. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of good teams, so it'll be cool to see what Sunday brings, and I'm excited. But either way, our girls are pumped. We're going to go to Yakima, and that's the goal, and we'll see what happens from there. But I'm really, really proud of these girls. They just played their butts off, and they're a really fun group, man. Well, I'll see you at Yakima. Look forward to it. Congratulations on the district championship here tonight. I appreciate your availability throughout the season. It was fun covering some Bearcat basketball this year, so congratulations and go get them. Awesome, thank you. Go Bearcats. All right, that's Coach Kyle Karnofsky of the WF West Bearcats. 54-41 win here in the district championship over the Columbia River Rapids. And yeah, I mean, everyone's got to get out of the locker room, clear your stuff, and get back on the bus and head back home. So congratulations to the Bearcats as they wrap up the district championship. Last year couldn't get it done against Tumwater, but this year, the fourth quarter, they played like an experienced ball club down the stretch. And fans, we're going to go ahead and take a break here at this point and call the fight finally. 54-41 the final. WF West wins and advances. We've got the nightcap coming up here in just about 25-ish minutes or so. We'll be live probably in about 20 minutes or so. Mark Morris taking on Columbia River. The Rapid boys are in action. And yeah, seeing if they can't get the W for the school and head back down to Hazeldale with maybe one district championship. Those two teams split the regular season, one apiece. And we'll see who comes away with the district chip coming up here in about a couple hours time, and we'll be starting in roughly 20 minutes. So on behalf of my co-host Kevin White, I am Nick Sisson of N2 Media. Appreciate all of you, the fans, watching at home and making this such a fun live stream effort. It's our final girls game of the 2023-24 sports season. So girls basketball will be back once again on N2 next November. Appreciate you all and all your donations and all your support and your feedback as well. And we'll be back here in about 20 minutes with the start of boys basketball. Nick Sisson on behalf of N2 Media. Kevin White, my assistant tonight. Thank you guys from both of us, and we'll see you in just a little bit.